Are you looking for a podcast and radio show dedicated to all things Kentucky sports? Bingo, bango, bongo, Big Blue.
Everybody's ready to go. He's ready to go. I'm ready to go. And you're ready to go.
You're locked in to the hottest radio show and podcast in the Bluegrass State.
What'd you think of their energy? Unbelievable. That's who you gotta be.
From Pikeville to Paducah and all points in between, we give you an in-depth and sometimes extremely opinionated view of the Wildcats. The phone lines are now open.
And why are you making fun of Tim's double X? I mean, come on now.
Yes. It's the Postgame Show on Wildcat Sports Talk, presented by the Kentucky Daily. Now, let's join the two guys that bring the action every single week, Adam Webb and Tim Brandstetter.
Well, you guys have been waiting for this one. So call your mom and them and let them know to talk, to tune in to Wildcat Sports Talk right now. And get everybody you know, because I'm about to keep it real with you guys and let you know exactly how I feel about the Kentucky Wildcats and sort of give you a state of the union, if you will, on where we stand as a program right now. $8 million a year to lose and not make it to the Sweet 16. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we are. And you know what? A lot of the generational people from say 2000 to now have just accepted that shit. They don't realize that we are a gold standard my ass program.
I was going to say, before you get started, let me say this. We should be happy, right? Under Calipari the last 3 or 4 years, we should be happy, Adam. We got a tournament win. We got an NCAA tournament win. Hey, Calipari won back 5, 8 years, 10 years ago. We should be happy, right?
And I'm going to tell you this too. And I'm going to tell you this too. And if you are one of the fans that, and I swear to you, I want you on here commenting right now and showing yourself. If you are one of the fans that said Wheeler shouldn't see the floor, if you're one of those fans that said Wheeler shouldn't play,
well, you got what you wanted.
Well, here's what you got.
This is the result.
This is it.
They had a little 5'9" guy that nobody could guard. Why can't they guard a 5'9" guy? Because he's too quick and he's too little. Who could guard him? Severe Wheeler could guard him because he's 5'9", and Severe Wheeler's short too. I mean, did we do a good job guarding him today? Did anybody guard the 5'9" guy? Nobody. You know why? They're too tall. They can't guard the little guy.
Right.
You need different type of players on your team. And we have the SEC assist leader sitting over there not playing because the fan base hates him. We got the SEC assist leader sitting over there who could guard Noel, but he's not playing. Why, Adam? He's not injured. He said, I'm ready to go. I'm healthy. I can't wait to be back on the floor. But he's not playing. Why is he not playing? Because our fan base don't want him on the floor, Adam, because he's 5'9". He's not one and done. He's not an NBA player. Yeah. We hate one and dones. No. We hate 5'9" guys that don't go to the NBA. If they don't go to the NBA, don't play them at Kentucky.
Yeah, and then the best part is, you want to get better than that? You want to get better than that? This is what's great. For 4 years, people bitched and complained about one and dones. And then we got guys that are veteran leaders, like Oscar Sheboy, Xavier Wheeler, Antonio Reeves, C.J. Frederick. Jacob Toppin is in that conversation. And you know what? All we heard all year long was Wallace should start. I'm not disagreeing.
Wallace played great.
Wallace is a great guy.
He played a great game.
But with Wheeler in the game, we win this game today.
But you don't have to take Wallace out, though. Just put him in there with him.
You put him in there with him, put Wallace at the 2.
Yeah, Wallace was
great. And actually,
great.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not so sure you don't put Reeves at the 2 and Wallace at the 3. And you go small, and you keep all small guys that can stay out on the perimeter and guard. And also, let me tell you how you stop that little guard from doing all that stuff is you play a zone.
Hey, let's go ahead and deal with this. Gene, here comes the get rid of Cal comment. Support the team, win or lose. Hey, if we didn't support the team, we wouldn't be mad. You support the team. Here's what I'm going to say. Everybody that says don't blame Calipari, support the team. Want us to win.
Yeah.
Have a heart, care about it. I'm begging you, Calipari supporters, please love the team more and Calipari less, please.
Somebody just laughing faced you too, so that's good.
They're laughing because I'm right. I'm making them laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I support Kentucky before Calipari, during Calipari, and after Calipari.
The people that say support Calipari are 20 years old.
Yep. That's all they know.
Or there's that group of people that are like, who else you going to get? Anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
I don't know. Let's name 10 people that's got a better record the last 5 years.
Oh, a Facebook user who won't identify themselves says you're way wrong, bud.
Okay, well, what's the score today? What was the score today? Huh?
Oh, John Simon says Calipari can't shoot the ball. I'm gonna start calling you out. Come on.
Hey, wait. Let me give him a lesson. Hey, listen, sir. let me get real serious. A coach doesn't shoot the ball. You're exactly right. You've enlightened this whole group that's watching right now. But you know what a coach does do? Be ready for this, Adam. Do you know what a coach does? He teaches you plays to get open so you can make the shots.
Yeah. Yeah,
a coach gets you open. He don't shoot them for you. He gets you open. And when you're missing, he takes you out of the game and he puts somebody else in that can make it.
I disagree about that, Clyde. I love you, buddy, but I disagree. I think
Hey, Jamie, what do you do for a living? You work at the dollar store? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Hey, I heard you missed work last week. You were late one day. You're a joke.
But Clyde, they do play for the name on the front of the jersey. I do believe that. I believe this whole team did this year. But when you have a coach that gets out-coached in the final 3 minutes of the ballgame, there's no excuse for leading that game and having a shot to win it with 3 minutes left to go and then not putting up another field goal the rest of that game.
Adam,
until it didn't matter.
Adam, if every time down the court the little bitty guy was driving in to beat you, what would you do?
John Simon says, you're a prize. I can't believe you don't coach somewhere.
Well, you shouldn't believe it because I do, and I have. I mean, I've coached more games than you've probably – well, never mind. You don't know basketball. But anyway, I've never coached, Adam. I've won it.
Hey,
I've won at every level.
Todd, you're exactly right. That's what I just said. What about a zone defense? Why can't we ever play a zone defense?
Exactly. You know what a zone does? A zone stops a 5'9" guy from driving to the lane.
That's right.
That's what a zone does.
Yeah. All this talent. He says all this talent, and we let a 5'9" guard make us look stupid.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And here's my thing. Even if Wheeler does play and we still get beat, okay, so be it. But I just want to know answers. Why didn't he play?
Yeah,
why?
See, that's the thing. We have no transparency. That's what people say. We had no transparency. And the problem is you know what, at the end of this game, he's going to get asked about Wheeler, and he's going to say, well, we just thought, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
It's going to be a lip service.
I just can't stand it, man. I can't get it out of my head that people say because we're mad that we lose, we don't love Kentucky. Is that not why we're mad? It's because we love Kentucky? Or if we didn't support the team, would we be upset?
I mean, I think they want us to go, all shucks, better luck next year.
Well, shoot, you know what, Adam, buddy? At least we got Calipari coming back next year. We'd be all right. He used to win.
Next year.
He used to win, man. He's fine.
Next year.
I mean, he won that championship a million years ago.
Next year we got Reed Shepherd, which I'm so excited about that. We got that great team coming back next year, but next year.
Yeah.
Next year. It's always next year.
People don't fear Kentucky anymore. That's what JD says, and JD's exactly right. People don't fear Kentucky anymore. I love
Hey,
that.
you want me to tell you why Wheeler didn't play? Because there's a big portion of the fan base that ousted him and said that he shouldn't never see the floor again.
Wheeler gave the fan base what they wanted.
Yeah.
He said, okay, you don't want me to play? Watch this little 5'9" dude go off.
Yeah.
Watch this.
St. John's is going to get a good one. You're exactly right. St. John's is going to get the best coach in the league right now.
Oh, yeah, by far.
There's nobody better. And I'll be honest with you, I'd take him at Kentucky in a heartbeat.
Let's take a phone call.
Yeah, let's do it. 859-428-8419. Let's say how pissed off you are. And you go ahead, vent your frustrations. And you know what? If you disagree with us, please call in and let us argue with you.
Hey, listen, if you call in, I won't argue with you. I'll politely debate with you. How's that?
Yeah, we will.
I'm not going to be mean. Just call in and tell me why that you're happy that Calipari's still the coach.
Yeah.
Explain to me why
Hey,
the
we
rest
got
of
a
your
lot
day's
of we
gonna
got
be
a
good.
lot of people watching right now, and I love it. Keep it rolling, man. That's what you got to do. That's how you win.
I need somebody to call in and convince me why that we should be happy right now.
Please,
Because I need to be happy. Please,
Tim. I hope your blood pressure can stand much more.
Oh, Elvis, dude, I've been this mad. Trust me, don't worry. Calipari's trained me for this moment.
Yeah, we're pretty used to it by now.
Hey, Calipari's trained me the last 4 or 5 years for this moment. I'm used to it. I'm good.
I wish Rick Pitino was back. I think,
Yeah, we gave him a lifetime contract. Exactly right, Jacob. That was a smooth move, wasn't it?
Look at Kentucky's record. Call us on the Tomahawk Tax Club hotline, 859-428-8419. If you're in the Corbin area, you know what? You want a place to hang out. Tomahawk Axe Club is the place for you. Listen, you got axe throwing here, which, by the way, is one of the only places around you can do that in this area. So if you're in the area and you want to come out and throw some axes, do that. It's a family-friendly thing. Also, cornhole, pool, pinball, a golf simulator. I mean, you name it, they've got it going on here. So come on out and hang out. Guys, this has become the norm.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This has become normal. Like, this is what we should – when we should be happy, guys. You know what? Calipari won back in 2012. Why are we not happy right now? Why are we upset? I mean, gosh, he used to be good. Why are we mad at him? We got to support
Somebody
him.
says you guys would want Pitino, who'd sell his own mother or wife to get a good recruit.
Yes. You're exactly right.
Who
That's
would
we
run
want.
from a dream job with so-called best fans for all for the mighty dollar. Yeah.
Yep,
No,
you're
I would.
exactly right. Because I don't want to hire my daddy or my best friend as the coach. I don't want him to be my daddy or my best friend or my brother. I want him to win ball games.
Yeah. Do you guys think that refs disliking Calipari is the reason we always get on
It don't help.
It doesn't help.
It don't help.
It doesn't
You're right.
help. You're exactly right.
They sure didn't like him today. Like, they were all over him, man, giving him mean looks. Did you see that?
Where is the list of coaches to replace him?
Let's address that for a minute. Can I pull up the coaches? Because I don't think I can name one that I'd be mad about.
I'll name none. You know why I'm going to name none?
Anybody with two NCAA wins in the last 5 years. Boom.
Something different. We need something different.
Here's the thing, Adam. When people say, who are you going to replace him with, they're like, there's no other coach out there winning ball games in the postseason anymore. None. There's none of them doing it.
Hey, Bruce Pearl would be a great option.
Listen, guys. Listen real close. We're not going to get rid of Calipari, right, Adam? We're not getting rid of Calipari. I mean, he's got the best recruiting class in the nation coming in. We're going to be pretty good next year, right? I mean, we got McDonald's All-Americans coming in. We're going to be fine next year. We're not getting rid of Calipari, and we know that. But the thing is, it's getting old, man. Like, this is the norm. This is the norm, and it's getting old. It's getting frustrating.
Jay Wright would be a great option.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Wright, Bruce Pearl, I mean, any of them.
Eric
man.
Musselman from Arkansas. Take him.
Why not?
Dude, he took his shirt off yesterday and got up in the crowd and waved it because they won the ball game. I want that kind of passion back at Kentucky, not a guy that goes, well, at least I get to go home and pet my dog.
You know what I miss? I miss the suit wearing Calipari. Put on a daggone suit and take it serious. When you get a lifetime contract, does that mean you're retired?
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lifetime contract. Keep the suit. Put the suit back on. I mean,
my
Brad
goodness, man.
Stevens, hello. Yes. Brad Stevens, Billy Donovan. Look, everybody. Scott Drew, Jay Wright, Bruce Pearl, any of them. I mean, why would you be upset? Why would you be mad? It's time for a change, guys. Listen, the coach that we get next doesn't have to come in and be better than John Calipari career-wise. You get what I'm following?
Yeah.
He just needs to be better when? Right now.
That's right.
We're not, look, we lost service. Look at him. Pay attention. Look.
Oh, that's because you shook the table.
I'm too mad.
You can't shake the table, Tim.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're not allowed to do that.
I'm not allowed to be mad at Calipari or shake the table.
No, you can't shake things up.
We got the phone lines open. Somebody call us in and tell us what you think. That's right. Greg says, I'm hoping for now. Look, all right, I got to say that one more time, Adam. We're not looking for somebody to come in and have a better resume than John Calipari career-wise. We just want somebody to come in and win right now.
That's all we care about.
Just that knows the game now.
Just
knows today's
win
game.
today.
I don't want to know 2012 and 14 and 15. I don't want somebody that was good then.
Everybody's
somebody now.
Everybody's like, well, Cal's got a championship and Final Fours and blah, blah, blah. Well, 2015 was the last time we saw a Final Four. 2015. It's time to let it go.
Every coach has an expiration date.
It's
Am
time
I wrong?
to let it go. You know what? Cal said 10 years would be a long time to coach Kentucky, and he is right.
He was exactly right, because after 10 years, what happened?
He flopped.
Listen, guys, I'm glad you brought that up. 2012, Kentucky won the national championship. I interviewed John Calipari in a one-on-one interview on his bus. One-on-one interview. And I said, Coach, congratulations on the national championship, man. That is amazing. It's amazing what you've done in just a couple years, just a few years here at Kentucky. How long do you expect to coach college basketball? How long do you expect to be at Kentucky? He said, Tim, man, 10 years would be a long time to coach at a job like Kentucky. And you know what, Adam, you just said it. He was exactly right. Because after that 10 years –
I can't believe there's over 150 people watching right now, and nobody wants to call the hotline. 859-428-8419. Give us a call and let us hear from what you have to say.
We're not live on the radio at the moment.
No, you can cuss.
Say
whatever you want.
Say what you want to say.
This is the pissed off fan reaction. Season over.
Anyone with a different offense is what Brad says. I agree. Anyone who's not afraid to switch up defenses once in a while. There's good comments coming in. We just can't read them all.
859-428-8419. It's at the bottom of your screen. Call the number right there. You see it. 859-428-8419. It's the Tomahawks Axe Club hotline. I want to hear from you. Hear what you have to say. We'll take your call, and all will be good with the world. I mean,
somebody said Billy G. You know what's funny about that? If we just had somebody to babysit him and put him in AA meetings, he probably would have been a good coach.
Maybe. You never know.
He actually knew X's and O's.
He did.
He really did, man.
For sure.
That's funny, man. But listen, Adam, we've just got to accept losing in the postseason with Calipari. You know why? Because there's not a coach in America that can coach at Kentucky. Not one.
That's exactly right.
Nobody.
Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
How's it going? This is Corey. Y'all doing all right today?
Good, man.
Hey, doing good, man. We're just pissed off. I don't know about you.
I was just thinking about y'all's comment about getting rid of Cal, and, my thing is, it starts with Mitch Barnhart. I'm sure y'all see it on KSR when they interviewed him a couple months back. I mean, he didn't really seem like he was too concerned about what Cal was doing, at Kentucky. So how are we supposed to react to Mitch Barnhart not caring when everybody else does?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Mitch Barnhart, I mean, let's get real here. He's the one that gave out the lifetime contract.
Well,
why do you do that?
I mean, the bottom line is that lifetime contract, the only reason Mitch Barnhart doesn't give a shit is because he said, you know what? I gave him a lifetime contract, and I can't afford to pay his ass to get out of here.
And you know why he gave him the lifetime contract? He's like, oh, my God, Calipari's the greatest coach ever. We'll never get anybody that can win at Kentucky. When you give a guy a lifetime contract, what you're saying, Adam, is our program is not prestigious enough to ever get another coach to win. We're scared. We better keep this one, right?
Not only that, I mean, imagine what's going through Cal's head when he gets that contract. He can do no wrong now. So anything he does, tournament, preseason, recruiting, it doesn't matter now because he knows whatever he does, he's still got a job. That's the problem.
That's right. I was thinking that too, man. If your boss, anybody that's watching right now, if your boss said, you know what, you don't have to come to work if you don't want to, we're going to pay you anyway.
Right.
How many'd go to work?
I wouldn't.
Nobody.
No.
Would you?
No, heck no.
I mean,
it's just frustrating, man. Like you said, nobody fears Kentucky. Nobody respects Kentucky anymore, and it's sad to see. And our own director don't even want to do anything about it. So I mean, what can we do? As fans, our hands are tied. I mean, it's pathetic.
It is, man.
Yep, it sure is.
It's awful, man. Like, here's the thing, though. You got to keep in mind, we're just actually showing our frustration. Like, we know Calipari will be back next year, and we're going to be cheering for him. we're going to be supporting him. We love him. We want him to win. You know what I mean? We do. We respect Calipari. We love him. We want him to win, and we know he's going to be back next year. But we're just showing our frustration right now with we've got to do better. I mean, the expectations have got to be higher. Like, come on, man. Let's make some changes. Let's do something. You know, it's frustrating.
And on the other side, I mean, I think we can all safely say that the SEC is much better in basketball now than it was 10 years ago. I mean, much better.
True.
Much better competition. So, I mean, it's not as easy to win games, but all the talent we have, man, it's just sad.
You know what?
It honestly is.
You know what sucks, Corey, is that this tournament was opening up that anybody could have won it.
That's right.
It really was.
Hey, if you're trying to call in, we'll get you on the next go around. Once we get this caller off the line, man, it's good to hear from you, man. Thanks for calling.
See ya.
859-428-8419. The phone line's back open. If you try to call back. We'll try to get you on. It's just one of those back-to-back things, man. So when the calls start rolling in like this, you have to keep them rolling so that we can get you on. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
This is Matt from Madisonville. How y'all fellas doing?
Hey, Matt. Good. Are you a first-time caller?
No, I've called y'all before. I was just calling disappointing game. I mean, Kentucky had their chances to win. I mean, but you gotta be able to hit some outside shots. It's been the last few years has been, very disappointing. I mean, you have a good regular season last year, and then you get beat by St. Pete. We had this talk last year about this time, and when it goes back, I don't know, the last few years, I mean, even dating back to 2020 when you go 25-6, and you didn't.
I love
no
it.
Tournament.
We're still getting comments, people saying it's not Cal's fault. That's okay.
But you gotta be able to. You gotta make it right with Kentucky fans. You got to. I'm waiting for people to blow this lineup as far as we need to get Jay right. I mean. If he's the answer, we need to.
Yeah, you know what, man? I'll just sit here and I think about it, and I get frustrated because we lost, and I see things that we could change to help us win, and it's really frustrating. But I'm sitting here going, it's going to be a long time. The problem is if we do get another coach one day soon, it's going to be real bad. Like we're going to have to experience some more hardships. And next year we've got such a good recruiting class coming in, like. We should be good next year. And what that means is a lot of those guys will be one and done, and then the next year after that will be bad. But, I don't know, man. It's hard to get happy and it's hard to get excited whenever we get used to what's happening right now every year. It's just getting old, man.
It's hard to be a Kentucky fan.
Yeah.
Yes. You've got to – I mean, we expect the best of the best. I mean, when you get players, and we can't say this was a one-and-done team because we know it wasn't a one-and-done team.
No.
This team had trouble guarding. I mean, the last few years you've had trouble playing defense and letting people blow right by you. I mean, just look at the guards for K-State.
That's good, man. Well, listen, we got our other calls to get to. Thanks for calling, man. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
Hey, my name is John Wilson.
What's up, John?
From Pineville, Kentucky.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. I just have one question for you.
All right.
So what do you think what's wrong with the UK Wildcat?
Man, that's a good question because here's my answer. I don't know. I know, but it's not the problem with it. It's not one thing. It's not it's not just Coach Calipari. You know what I mean? It's not that we've got transfers that are not as good as we normally get the one and dones. It's not just that we miss free throws at horrible times. It's not just that the best player on the floor that out rebounds everybody in the world turns it over every time he passes it. It's not just that our point guard's a freshman that's a score first point guard. It's not just that the SEC leader is on the bench and not even giving you any minutes whenever he's healthy and we don't know why. I mean, it's not that we never run, a zone defense just to even shake things up to stop a 5'9" guard from driving to the basket. It's so many things. That's what's frustrating is it's like everybody sees so many problems, and we're like, why? Why don't we make some adjustments? Why don't we fix some of those problems?
Well, one thing I could just tell you this, though. I mean, it's horse hockey with the fan base right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you don't bleed blue when you cut your veins,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's part of the problem. Is we got to, as fans, we got to get behind this team.
Yeah.
I mean, how can a coach a team? How can players get excited? I mean, it's just kids.
Yep.
They're kids, and the fan base there here putting them down. I mean,
Yep.
what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I agree. But what I want to say real quick is that's why Wheeler's not playing. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, no, I was just going to say, I'm going to tell you this, all right? And I'm going to be real colorful when I say this. The way that Wheeler has been treated this year by our fan base is bullshit.
It's embarrassing.
And if fans, if there's a fan out there that's listening that said all this stuff about Wheeler, shame on you. And you know what? Go be a fan of another team.
This is what you wanted.
We don't need your ass.
The people that said we don't need Wheeler, don't ever put him back in the game, this is what you wanted. That's what you got.
Now, coming from a fan, I just got to say, it's been 4 years since we made a Sweet 16 under Coach Calipari. And then we have Oscar Sheboy guarding a fast 5'9",
Yes.
running up the middle constantly. I mean, what do we do about that?
You know, we got out-coached as hard as we could possibly be out-coached. I mean, if you just look at coaching matchup, we got blowed out. We got blowed away because every aspect of the game he outcoached us. I mean, when you keep getting a switch and having Oscar guard a 5'9" guy, you won.
Hey, man, we got another call coming in, man. Thanks for the call. Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
This is Bill.
Bill, how you doing?
Bill?
What's up, man?
How's what you got for us?
Well, I've been pissed off all year, I'll be honest, about blaming Cal and then everybody throwing Wheeler under the bus. I think Cal's done a shitty job the last 3 or 4 years. I'll just be honest with you. I'm mad because it's every year some of them more excuses. And then he gets in a press conference, talks bad about the fans. He'll even blame us for stuff. That irritates me.
Yeah, man, it's frustrating because you look at it and he never really takes accountability for the loss. It's always, well, you know, this and that, and we'll get to it this next year or whatever. And you know what? And then it's always the same shit over and over and over, man. And I think that's part of the frustration with us is that we want something different.
Mm-hmm. I hate hearing it's be patient. It's December.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing's happening in March.
Those losses matter.
Yeah.
Those losses matter.
Even today he was trying to blame officials. I mean, he was yelling about them grabbing. And, I mean, we shot, 10 more free throws with them or something until the last 30 seconds?
And here's what makes me mad. We out-rebounded them by, I think, let me pull it up, 21 rebounds. Let me look. We out-rebounded them by 21 rebounds, and we lost the game. We had 16 turnovers with the guy that leads the SEC in assist-to-turnover ratio on the bench after saying he was healthy before the last game and ready to go. He led the SEC in assist-to-turnover ratio. We committed 16 turnovers and lost the game.
Just know that as long as Coach Cal's the coach, games in October don't matter. Games in November don't matter. Games in March don't matter either. Games don't fucking matter. No game matters.
And then on top of that, we get down 3, have the ball. Case and Wallace eating them up, driving them in. He decides to go to Livingston for 2 jump shots. I mean, I love Livingston. He played good.
Yeah.
But in that situation, that's not the shot we need.
No, you're exactly right, man. You are exactly right.
My favorite thing that's just classic is and again, I love Oscar to death, but when we feed him so damn much that he'll take the ball down low and have 3 damn guys on him and can't do anything with it, ends up turning it over.
Puts the ball down too low.
Or a pass.
Puts the ball too low.
Yeah, or a pass right into the hands of the defender, man. It's just frustrating shit. It seems like every possession this year has been a grind and a just prayer to get a shot to go in.
And we're holding our breath.
A whole time.
We're holding our breath going, oh, man, don't throw it away, don't throw it away, don't throw it away.
In practice, they should be running double teams at him and making him make decisions. Make him either pass it out, dribble it, something. You know, don't hold it and stand there. I love him. I mean, he's the reason we was even in that game.
Alan says, take your blue off. You are not good representation.
What is he talking about?
Okay,
so
hold on.
Take your blue off because you need to – dude, you want to win. Take that blue off if you want to win.
I mean,
I mean,
they want to continue losing in the first weekend. or what?
exactly.
I mean,
Now, here's the thing, man. Look, here's the thing. All right, I got to say this. Yeah, dude, please put your shirt back on.
He said take it off.
Please put your shirt back on.
We're good.
Look, this show's going off the rails, man. But
He said take it off. I took it off.
But here's my thing, man. All right, look, we love this team. All right, you love your kids. If your kids continue to mess up, you get mad at them, don't you? You
right.
scold them.
Oh,
you
yeah.
get mad at them. You punish them.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't do that to Calipari. He's untouchable.
Yeah.
He won a championship. Lifetime of accepting him.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, please put your shirt back
Well,
on.
he said take it off.
Please tell him to put his shirt back on.
I'm only doing what I was asked to do.
Doug says, Adam, you're a nut.
they asked me to take my shirt off. That's what I'm going to do.
Hey, man, thanks a lot for the call. We appreciate you, brother.
no problem.
Yeah.
Man. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Let's go ahead and Hey, you're on. You're on with Wildcat Sports Talk in the Shirtless Show. What's up?
Yeah, I was just calling to see if you all think it's time that we just need to let Coach Cal go.
Well, the problem is we can't because we got that recruiting class coming in next year, so he bought himself another year. Calipari's a genius. He's a really smart guy. He's like, man, I am failing every year. I'm not winning NCAA tournaments. I'm not even winning SEC games. Like, man, I'm on the hot seat. I'm gonna go out and get the number one recruiting class in the nation. Bought me another year.
Man, I'm gonna put my jacket back on.
But I like your question.
It's cold in here.
Here's the thing. I think that every coach has a shelf life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the best coaches ever in the world. They had a prime area to where they were on top of the world. But Adolph Rupp was pretty much pushed out the door.
Yeah.
Everybody the shelf life is up, and his shelf life's up. It's over. But now if he gets enough good players in next year that we're just way better than everybody, we might have a good year. So,
Do you think any of these players will come back?
I think so. Yeah.
No.
I mean some of them. Yeah.
No.
You say none of
I'd
them.
love to see Livingston and
Yeah.
Reeves come back, or not Reeves, but
We need Livingston back, but he's probably a good NBA prospect at this
Right.
point. But we need Oscar back, and he might not start. But we
That's
need
right.
Oscar back.
Hey, we got another call coming in, man. Thanks for the
Thank
call.
you, brother.
Hey, you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
Hey, brother, this is Christian. I just, after that game, we got to get rid of Cal. I'm sick of it. Year in, year out, want it done. We got to bring back Patina. He had them boys ready to play night in, night out.
Nobody
we just need
believes
a
that he's
winner
real
back
right
in
now.
Lexington.
There's no way that this is a real call right now.
Yes, sir. We need Patina back.
Nobody believes this. Nobody believes this.
Hey, what's funny is I take him. I
mean,
really
that's
will.
fine. I would.
I mean, he's 70 years old, and he's got all that baggage and everything.
It don't matter if he's 80, 90, 103.
See, I knew this was a horse shit call.
But here's what's funny is though he's being funny, but he's speaking the truth.
Yeah,
like he would win.
He would win.
Like,
he would win ball
It's
games.
hilarious. It's a funny call, but we would win. Like he would win.
He would.
You take Iona to the NCAA tournament, you're probably going to win 3 or 4 games with Kentucky. I mean, let's get real.
Listen. If he had the players we got at Kentucky at Iona, he'd already had 3.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Well, if he was
All
at
right,
Kentucky
love
last
you guys.
Hey, love
God
you.
bless y'all.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank
God
you for the
bless
call.
America.
America. That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah. Nobody. No. I mean, that's.
Somebody said we didn't watch the same game because it was all officiating's the reason we lost. Well, I mean, it was kind of bad. I agree with that.
Yeah. Recruiting is part of coaching. You're exactly right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
That's
that's why he's one of the best coaches in America is because he's such a good recruiter. Was that in your face?
Yeah, it was. It was bothering me.
It's not on the camera.
Well, I don't care what it's not. Now that's right in my face.
Well, I'm going to take this axe out of here. Like what's it called when you take the out of the stone, the sword out of the stone?
Time to fire cow.
Yeah, the bad part is we can't. We have to see what happens next year, right, Adam? Let's be real. Tell him, man. We don't want Cal fired. You can't fire him right now.
You can't fire him. But
I mean, we got next year. We're just mad. We're just frustrated right now.
We need something different. I mean, something different needs to happen. He needs to do something. It's just, whatever.
Hey, how about bringing an assistant in that you listen to?
That's right.
And run a different defense once in a while.
That's exactly right.
Man, I tell you what, if I was preparing to play Kentucky 2 years from now, and I had to get my offense ready, what defense would you think that Kentucky was going to play against you?
Man-to-man.
Probably easy to prepare for, wouldn't it?
Would, yeah. And now, honestly, you can prepare for them 10 years from now.
As long as Cal's there.
As long as Cal's there. We're going to take a timeout. Give us 30 seconds, and we'll come back.
Tomahawk Axe Club.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up.
Tomahawk Axe Club, an entertainment center in downtown Corbin, offers something for everyone. Several axe-throwing lanes, 2 golf simulators, cornhole, billiards, darts, a punching bag, arcade games, and pinball machines. Tomahawks is the perfect place for date nights or family nights. Party and corporate rentals are also available. Check out Tomahawks on Facebook. Stop by at 108 East 3rd Street in Corbin, 606-595-1080. That's Tomahawks Axe Club.
Welcome back in to Wildcat Sports Talk, and you're on with Wildcat Sports Talk. Who am I talking to?
It's Scott.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Scott. What's up, buddy?
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, here we are again. Same song, different year.
Nobody's surprised, are we?
No, I mean, I really am not. I mean, I can't say I'm not upset because we were in that game. We should have won that game. We just couldn't close that game out. But that's kind of been our MO all year. We've been in every game we played in, and we have opportunities to win most of the games we lost. And this team just struggled scoring the ball, and it struggled defensively consistently. We played good defense in spurts, but so no, there's no big shock. I mean, this game was a pick'em game. It was 50-50. Could have went either way, and unfortunately, it didn't go our way. But I had no reservations that we were going to get hot and go deep this year. I mean, that dream went out the window. Right around the time the Wheeler incident happened, when the wheels started kind of falling off, and we're lucky the season wasn't a lot worse than what it ended up being, but here we are.
Yeah. Well, listen, the thing of it is, man, is when that kid hit that step back 3 that was from 900 feet out, Tim looked at me and said, "That's ball game."
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I mean, the momentum was a big switch in moment, and that team fall. I mean, you got to give Kansas State credit. I mean, that team had moxie. I mean, they were grabby and they were fouling, but hey, the whole tournament's been like that. So you got to realize that, and you got to play through it, and you got to rise up and overcome. You got to score the ball.
Yeah,
we haven't had the scores all year.
We do these post game shows. I'd love to see what Cal's BS is at the end of the call or at the end of the game. I wanted to see that post game show because I just wonder what kind of BS he spewed.
I say that every time we get upset, and then it's the same old BS. So what difference does it make?
I mean,
Tim kind of covered it, I think, earlier when he said, we got one more year for sure. We've got a great recruiting class coming in, and I think this is the type of team that can run the type of offense that he likes to run. So, and he can only coach one style one way, and that's a dribble drive. That's out athletic. His guys have got to be more athletic than your guys, and he's just going to get out there and give guys the freedom. Because he don't run inbounds plays, he don't make in-game adjustments. We know that's not his strong suit. He's got to outstud you. He's going to have more studs than you, and he's going to roll that ball out there, and he's going to say, "Now beat us."
Yeah, exactly. I saw a funny comment come in, Scott, from I think it was Kirk. He said, Patino. He said Calipari's 8-3 over Patino, and I'm like, you really going to believe what that tells you? You're going to believe what that stat tells you? I know we're not getting Patino. I'm not even talking about that. But if you're going to comment, Calipari's 8-3 over Patino, it might matter who you're coaching. Right. It might matter what players. That might have a little bit of an effect if you've got McDonald's All-Americans on the floor.
I want to defend you guys on ideas of who could we get to come coach at Kentucky? Who else could we get? Well, let's think about history of Kentucky basketball. how many different coaches have won a championship at Kentucky?
That's right. That's right.
Is it the program or is it the coaches mixed with the program?
Dude, Scott, that's what
exactly right.
That's what people's lost sight of.
That's exactly right. Hey, we got another call coming in, man. It's good to hear from you. Welcome into Wildcat Sports Talk. Who's this?
Hey, this is Dawson. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
So, hey, I like that name. I got a son named Dawson.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name.
Yes.
I got a quick question for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, with season coming to an end and everyone's wondering who's staying or who's going in the NBA, I think a lot of people are overlooking the CBL and whether or not the Shanghai Sharks should either take Oscar Tshiebwe or Zach Edey with the number 1 pick. Go Balls, bitches! Rocky Top, you'll always be.
Hey, wait! Before you hang up, wait. If you have any basketball knowledge, stay on the line. If you have any at all.
All right, what's up?
All right, good. Thank goodness he stayed on the line.
Yeah, that's good.
I got to ask you a few
That's
questions.
good.
Since you asked us a question, how many Final Fours has Tennessee got? And let's just start with that one.
Let's start with that one, and then I want you to answer who beat that ass twice this year.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that.
All right, well, who's still playing? Who's still dancing?
Who gives a shit?
Are you going to get a trophy for that?
Who gives a shit?
Well,
Hey, I'll tell you what.
We're still in it.
Make a banner for the Sweet 16. Next year, Tennessee, and it'll say Champions of Life, Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Hey, what about? I mean, first round exit last year, then you're out in the second round this year. I mean,
okay, but
hey, we're still dancing.
Hey,
I'll tell you what. Let's just play. Let's just play each other. Let's play each other. Let's let our teams decide it on the floor. Wait,
15.
Wait
a minute.
They already did.
15 fucking Final Fours and 8 national championships to your 0 on all accounts. And by the way, I'll throw another stat out at you. We beat that ass twice this year.
That's the only thing that matters. This year's all that matters.
Because that's all y'all ever say in football. Well, we beat you this year.
Hey, we're still dancing. Rocky Top, you'll always be
the biggest trash to me. Fuck you, Rocky Top. Fuck you, Tennessee.
Hey, listen, they might have their best season in history this year and get to the Final Four. Could you imagine that?
Y'all like that one?
That would be awesome. No, seriously though, if you do get to the Final Four, man, we're going to be really happy for you because you've never experienced that.
I know it's going to be. It's going to be a big deal for you.
All hate aside, the SEC is chewing this tournament.
The SEC is kicking butt for sure, man. The season, the tournament opened up for us just like it did you guys, and we failed because we're still living in 2012.
But it's okay because at the end of the day, like true Tennessee fashion, your asses are going to get beat in the next round anyway. So it's so cool to know that you beat Duke and then we get to see your asses lose in the next round. So it's amazing.
Hey, I'm glad
it worked out for us.
I got to give him respect though. He stayed on the line and he talked to us. When most Tennessee fans will call and go "Rock the top" and then hang up because they don't know what to say. So I give you mad respect for that. So bye. I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So guys,
the Vols won't win the next round. Somebody says. I boycotted watching all games this year.
Oh man, you know what, man? That's a wrap, man.
So let's say this before we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
The season's over.
Season's over.
But we're not over.
We're not over.
We're going to be here every single week.
Thursday at 7 p.m. live from Tomahawk Axe Club. Every single week on the dot. You can expect us to be here with your latest Wildcat news. Coming up next week, we're going to have a way to put it on the speakers here so that when you're here, you'll be able to hear the show.
Yep.
And then on top of that, come out. We're going to have signings here. We're going to have players here. We're going to have the whole 9 yards.
We're working on a big signing that people are going to be excited about. Yep. We're going to have players come in here and do interviews with us on the show at the Tomahawk Axe Club.
And we're fully credentialed for UK next year, so we'll be at all the games.
And look,
guys,
we're going to be talking
much
about football real soon. So if you love football, stay tuned.
All right. Thank you guys so much. My name's Adam.
My name's Tim.
Cats lose, season over, but we're still here.
Go Cats.
Wildcat Sports Talk. We'll talk to you later.